All right, big welcome you guys to Tuesday Team Training. My name is Denise Walsh. Big welcome to you. I'm super excited to have you here because we've got lots to talk about. I hope you heard the announcement. And if you didn't, make sure you are like following and like first seeing, you know how you can like see first things. Cami Pentecost Dempsey and Mark Pentecost, Pam Souter, Mike Patillo, like they post on social media immediately when there's crazy things going on. And of course, your It Works Office app. But starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, they are doing a really special promo where new distributors who sign up between the 6th and the 10th and get 4 customers in their first 30 days are going to get a $500 shopping spree. So basically, you guys, when they book a party and get their mom, aunt, sister, cousin to sign up, they're going to earn $500 in product, gear, blitz cards, whatever. It doesn't matter. They will earn it. And so there's a lot of ways that we can spin this. I mean, obviously, they're going to pay the $99 to get the distributor kit. So it's $400 immediately back in their pocket when they gather those 4 customers. Every single party host can be a distributor and get those 4 customers that night. So this is an amazing way to book our calendar with parties this month. Because not only would you say, all right, you get signed up in the next few days, let's book your party. Those 4 customers that we get will go under you. You're going to get your $500 shopping spree within the next, week as those customers get in the system and you actually book the party and all of that. And then you can use that product voucher to book more parties. So your new distributor is able to quickly turn around and book parties from those new loyal customers, from anybody at the party, referral programs. The goal, you guys, is that this is going to get new distributors with more product in their hand immediately so they can go get the wrap on people. Like, it's so stinking smart. I'm so excited. So not only can we use this as a recruiting tool, but we can also use this as a training tool for our new distributors to get the wrap on people fast. So let's see if that was a question. Nope, Kelsey. Hi, thanks for saying hi. So we're going to talk today about how to find some new people. And Barbara Bozer recently, as we mentioned, has gone to a training. I'm going to unmute her in just a minute, and she's got some tips and tricks. But a couple of things I wanted to share with you about our Action Academy. For those of you who are not in it, today is the last day to join it. It started over the weekend, but we kind of took it a low weekend because it was Labor Day, But now we're back in the swing of things. So I'm going to share with you what our Action Academy is all about this month. All right, so here you can see the Action Academy, and basically I'm going to turn it from closed to secret probably tomorrow morning, and anybody that you have on your team that wants to participate, make sure they're added by the end of tonight. And our goal with this is to provide accountability and action. Like, that's how you build this business. People ask me all the time. I just got off a Zoom, which was, by the way, like a dream board Zoom. You guys, it was in French. It was with Carol Ann's team, and they had to translate, and it was stinking awesome. Sorry, there's people calling because they don't know about the Zoom part. So anyway, that was really cool. Keep writing on your dream board because that just happened, and I get to check it off. The goal is action and accountability. But what they were asking me is, how did you get to Black Diamond? Tell me, your secret. Tell me what they're all from Ontario. So, Barb, they're probably all your team. Your focus. Okay. That's what they were asking me. How do you do it? What's the secret sauce? What's the thing? And I can tell you the thing is consistent action over time, period. And so what this group is geared towards is to help provide you accountability so you can perform consistent action over time, which is generating leads and following up with leads every single day. But we want to make it fun, right? We want to keep it creative and keep you guessing on your feet and all this kind of stuff. So we do have these weekly events that we are doing. Weekly virtual parties on Facebook. We have the daily do list that is recommended or required to be a part of this group. So print this off or post it on your, save the picture, that kind of thing. Daily do's. And then every single day, we are going to have a date with the action item. And instead of doing an events tab like we did before, when not everybody could see it, if you've been in our task force before, we typically did the events tab. This time we're going to do the date with the challenge. And today's challenge was all about getting parties on the books. Because September to remember is about getting the wrap on people, which means blitzing, wrapping, and repeating. So make sure you listen to that and then perform the action item requested afterwards. The second task was to choose a product to stay consistent on for the next 1 to 3 months and post about that product consistently, because we know, right, people need to hear things 7 to 12 times before they say yes, which means we need to post about the same product, hair, skin, and nails, a system package, whatever we want to sell, we post about that consistently. So post about your own adventure, and that's what Jackie talked about. That was just a random, oh, that was a tip. I'm going to share that tip again. And then Lisa talked about monthly planning, time management, and really putting the business as a priority, making it a priority in your daily schedule. Because if you're going to fit it in, then it typically just doesn't happen. So one last plug for the Action Academy. We've got all the action items split up already. Your leaders are ready to go. They want to add value to you. So make sure that you are plugging into this page. As you can see, I put it in my favorites. It's my first one. I plan to go to this page consistently, well, every day. And we may add a spot for questions, and we're going to add a spot for closing. So just be on the lookout for that. But last but not least, before I unmute Barbara, I wanted to mention that I think the Facebook algorithms have changed. And I say that because if you take a look at your likes, your comments, for us at least, things have gone down, or they flipped in the past week. And what I noticed is that one of my friends, who I don't ever Facebook with, we just like text or call or whatever, we Facebook messaged this past weekend. And all of a sudden, I started seeing her stuff. And so what that tells me is that engagement is a huge piece to the Facebook algorithm right now, where and you'll see, I just want to show you this. Stephanie, if you take a look, we hung out this afternoon, and you'll see that every single comment she replied to, right? That's engagement. Replying to comments, every single one, any and then messaging. This is one reason why we say any birthday, message them, happy birthday, not even about it works, or you can give away, free greens for their birthday if they want, you can do whatever, but happy birthday to you. Anytime you're messaging people, and especially with your leads, it just means that they're going to see your stuff more. So I don't have Facebook knowledge, but that's what I've seen this past week. So if you've seen anything else, please let us know. Engagement is key. The other thing I wanted to mention as we're generating new leads to build new distributors is that it's all about the relationship. And so when you're posting on Facebook, there's 3 things I want you to think about. Are you educating? Are you entertaining? Or are you inspiring? Are you educating? Are you entertaining? Or are you inspiring? Because we just want to be adding value. When we add value, people are going to want to come see what we're doing on our page. When we're exciting and not that it has to be like traveling crazy or whatever, but like when you're learning something and you're sharing it, when you're excited about something, when your passion shines through your page, people are going to be more apt to want to come to see what you're doing, and they're going to want to see you first and connect with you. So, all right. I've got some more, but I'll save it to the end. So I'm going to unmute the famous Barbara Bozer. She is an Ambassador Diamond on our team and is full of wisdom. So Barbara, what you got for us today?
Hi, Denise. Hey, everyone. Oh my gosh. I have like notes all over about recruiting for the next 5 days. I was going to talk about how to onboard new distributors and tips about that today, but I asked Denise if I could do this instead. And then next Tuesday, we'll talk about kind of onboarding your new team members, because I expect we're going to get thousands coming in over the next 5 days. So I wrote down some tips, which is really what I'm doing personally, and this has worked for me in the past. I want to share them with you. One is to use messenger.com search. So that means from a computer, go to messenger.com and log in there through your Facebook. And in the top left-hand corner, there's a little magnifying glass. And in there, what I do is I type in keywords. So, for example, $99 or $9.99. Those are the main ones that I'm looking through right now, okay? And then put that in there and then click on that, and it will literally show you every single conversation you've ever had on Messenger with $99 in it or $9.99 in it. And or $59. You could also add that one in there as well. And those are likely to have been conversations that you've had with people about joining your team. So once all of those messages are populated on your computer, then use your phone to actually send the message to people. Because if you do it from your computer, it makes it all weird, like you have to start over and refresh the search again, and that takes too long. So I put it up on my computer, and then I use my phone to actually send the messages. Now, some of the messages that I send, actually I pretty much send the same one to everybody that I've talked to. It is, I know it's been a while since we talked about It Works, but by any chance, are you still interested? And let them respond back to you. That will also trigger that algorithm that Denise was just talking about. And do this early on, in the promotion, even tonight, because then over the next 5 days, when they've interacted with you on Messenger, then they're going to be able to see more of what you're talking about on your newsfeed because you've had that interaction. So do that, and then message people that you think would be good, even if you haven't talked to them about it, and literally just send them a message that says like, hey Denise, I keep seeing you on my newsfeed and I cannot stop thinking about how good you would be at what I do. By any chance, are you interested? You want to always end with a question because then they have to answer back. I mean, they don't have to, but most people will answer back. It's, it's kind of like same with texting and ending with a question. It's just for etiquette, so people feel kind of obliged to answer you back. So I usually ask, like, are you still interested? Because sometimes they say no, and sometimes they say, yes, I am still interested, but they have some reason or another why they haven't done anything yet, okay? So once you get this interaction happening on Facebook Messenger, then you want to be really, really intentional about what you're posting. Now, if you don't know what to post, kind of think about sharing your story a bit, talking to one person like, hey, I'm talking to the mom that is trying to figure out a way to, feed her family for, the rest of the month on a limited income. What if I could show you a way to bring in an extra $500 a month? So kind of talk to like one person without tagging anybody or whatever, but you're like speaking to a certain person. And what happens is you'll end up talking to, a lot of people on your feed will relate to that. Whereas if you just do like a blanket post, join my team for $99, get $500 in product credit, then it's kind of like you're talking to everybody and it becomes more like a commercial, and people will typically scroll past that. What you want to do is post statuses that are going to connect with people. So think about who your target market is. How many kids do they have? Do they work? How much money is in their bank account? Where do they shop? Like, what do they want? What would help them? What do they stay awake into the late hours thinking about? And that's the people that you want to talk to. So take some time and really think about this and make a post speaking to this person. And what will happen is you're going to end up touching a lot of people's hearts, okay? And that's what's going to get you some interaction and some messages back. Go live, you guys. Go live. Share your story. Share your background. Remember, we did our exercise, so now you get to put it into play. Share your your background, what you didn't like about it, how you found the solution, and how excited you are about the future. Go live and share, how we earn. There's a girl on my team, Lily, that did an amazing live months ago when she was going diamond. And what she did is she put her phone on the Steps to Success sheet, or the Ruby chart, I can't remember which one. And she literally wrote out, this is how you make money with It Works. So she wrote, join, $99. Enroll for loyal customers. Earn, X amount on commissions. Earn $500 product credit. Sell $500 worth of products for, I don't even know how much. An extra $500. So, earn $1,000. Enroll 3 distributors. Get $300. And she was like doing the plus and, minus $25, bought wrap rewards, plus $100 sold wrap rewards. So she really broke it down. It was super interesting, super easy to follow. Practice it before you do it, so it's live, and make sure that it makes sense. And then at the end, you can circle a number and give an example of like what you could make in 30 days by really taking people through those steps. Host a team recruiting event. So I'm going to make one for my team tonight. I don't recommend doing this like public or team-wide type of a thing, because then you might get into some people kind of cross-recruiting, and you want to really protect your network. But maybe like go to like your diamond upline or double diamond team. See if you guys can do a team recruiting event for 5 days, starting tomorrow, and basically anybody that you talk to through the messenger that says like, yeah, I'm still interested, but whatever, your response to them can be like, oh my gosh, awesome. We have this incredible promotion right now, and we have an event that will tell you all about it. If I invite you, would you be able to watch it over the next 5 days? Okay. And then in that event, get people on your team to share stories, go live, talk about the opportunity, talk about the history of the company. Do the example of how to earn. Talk to people about how you could, come up with $100 to join. Give them ideas. Give them ideas of selling stuff. Give them ideas about reselling wraps. Give them ideas and tips on how, they can do that. Do those within that event, because then, you can really kind of see and connect the dots with people that are commenting. You can see like who invited them. Make sure to, get them back to the person that invited them to that event, etc. But then the cool thing is, like, once you're in that event, or once you have people as guests in that event, you can use the event message system to send. So say you've invited 25 prospects to that event. You can send one message, a separate message individually to all 25 of those people with one click of your finger or whatever through that messenger chat. So it's super, super easy, and it sends them a link to the event. So you can say, like, you have your event, and say one of your sideline friends posts this great video about her story. You can send a message that just says like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you saw this video that Denise just did, because, whatever. And then they will get that message, and then they will get a link to the event where they can go in and see Denise's video. So that is super, super helpful when you're following up with people that have been to an event. Some things that you can do in addition, like as people start wanting more interest and things like that, set up 3-way group chats or calls with your enroller. Anytime you can use voice messenger or voice memo on Messenger, use that, because people connect with that, quite a bit more. Use Messenger Day, find some pictures of like 5 $100 bills, Google $500, dollars and stuff like that, see what comes up. Interesting things that are going to get people like wanting to inquire and ask, what is that? And then contact everybody that viewed your day on Messenger. I would also recommend blasting your email list and really just making it, a blind email, copy email, so you're not sharing everybody's emails, but just say like, hey, I was just curious if by any chance you know anybody that would want to make some extra income from home. We have something really special going on right now, and I have a couple of spots I'm looking to fill over the next 5 days, something like that. And then you really want to funnel everybody into your Facebook event, so that way it's easy for you to connect with everybody. Other last two things that you can do, ask your friends, like on Facebook, one of the things that you can post is, hey, I'm looking for a few friends that will do me a small favor, okay? And most of those few friends will be like, sure, what is it, whatever. So they can either host a party for you, or you can say like, hey, I'm having this event. I was wondering if I invited you, if you would invite 5 friends or something like that. And then if anybody ends up signing up through your referral, I will give you a free wrap or, whatever, some greens, or you have to see what you have in stock to do that. So you could ask them to host that Facebook party for you, or attend that Facebook event for you, or they could post something on their wall for you, tag you in the post, and then anybody that likes or comments, you will reach out to them, through commenting, adding them as a friend, telling them you're going to send them a message. And then again, if anybody from that comment post, ends up signing up, you can give your friend something for free. So you could have them do a post that basically says, hey, my friend has this opportunity for people to earn $500 in free products. Are any of you guys interested, or something like that? Probably make it a little bit better than that. But then they can post that, tag you, and then that connects you now to their whole network there. So those were the things I have written down. Sorry, that was a lot.
I think everyone's like, whoa, okay, awesome. I know. So if you have any questions for her, let me know, or write them in the comments, unmute, take notes, post them in the Action Academy. Awesome. Thank you so much, Barbara.
Yeah, of course.
If you guys have any questions, now is the time.
I'll look in the chat right now.
Okay, cool. Barbara can help answer any questions that you have. So my question to you is that corporate can give us the gas, you guys, but we've got to light the fire. And what is the goal, like the personal amount of people that you want to sign up throughout these next few days with this promotion? Because you can only control what you do, right? We can't control what the rest of our team does, but we can lead by example and then teach them what we're doing by working our business. So what is your goal? What is your goal? Like, shout it out in the comments. Okay, Alexis, good work. 3 or more, 4 distributors, 5 people, Misty, absolutely. Like, rubies can be built in a weekend, and this is a great example of how things like that can happen. And when, when you set your goal, this is one thing that I've learned, you guys. When you set your goal, ask yourself the question, do I really believe that it's going to happen? Do I really believe it? Like with this fire in your soul, like this fire in your belly, like, do you really believe it's going to happen? Angela says, yes, I agree. I believe it too. I do. Alexis says, yes. Amanda Kozed, yes. Like, when you know that it's going to happen, then you're just out there like being like, are you supposed to be on my team? Are you supposed to be on my team? Are you supposed to be on my team? Like, and it doesn't matter how many people it takes, because you're going to make it happen. But if you set a goal and then you don't even really think, like, you've got that yeah right voice going on in the back of your head, has anybody ever set a goal and missed it? I have. Yeah, like everyone. If you haven't, your video is not showing. But yeah, we all have. And so what can happen is that you have this little seed of doubt that it's like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Well, and I have to tell you, make the choice right now that seed of doubt no longer impacts you. It's not true. It's not real. It's not correct. That seed of doubt is just a seed of doubt. So if you set your goal and you have that little, yeah, right, like, make the conscious decision to say, well, that's not true, and this is. What is true is that you absolutely can sign up 3 to 5 distributors in the next 5-6 days. You absolutely have the tools and information that you need to sign up a distributor and experience success. You absolutely know what it takes to do this. Because if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So if you don't feel like you've got that full belief, then what I want you to do is to really like stretch out this belief sector. Because for me, and I'm like on a roll because I just got off the Zoom and I told my Black Diamond story, which makes me cry all the time. But for me, my aha moment throughout the past 10 years was when I realized I can do this. And I can tell you every single person on the Zoom can do this, period. You can. You have to decide if you want to, and if you decide you're going to willing to do what it takes to get there. But you can. You already have the skill set in order to do it. The thing that for me flipped the switch that said, oh, I can do this, was by doing it. Was by doing exactly what Barbara suggested. Trying something I'd never done, taking Confianza, like ignoring those doubts and doing it anyway. And the more I did this, I built my belief muscle. And if you saw my post today, it was like, the more you hang out with me, I'm going to brainwash you into believing that you can do anything that you can. And that's like going to be my new favorite quote because it's so stinking true. So the way that you build the belief, you guys, is by doing the action. That's it. That's it. There's no secret sauce. There's no like words to say. It's doing it over and over and over consistently over time. So you build that belief and it goes from your head to your heart to your feet. So set your goal, believe that you can do it, and then step outside your comfort zone in order to do it. So I want to hear from you. Tell me, what are you going to do? What are some of the things that Barbara mentioned that you are going to try this week? Yeah, Sarah, you said you only have 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds, Mel Robbins would say, to talk yourself out of it, right? So if you haven't heard of the 5-second rule, it's where you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doing it anyway. You know, you think about jumping off a diving board and it's cold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! And you do it anyway. Christy's going to do a recruiting event. Marlena, Mitch, Blitz more. Barbara's messenger idea, awesome, Shauna. Messenger.com. Go live, friends. Yes, go live. Set up a team recruiting event. Set up a party. Pray. That's awesome. Absolutely add that. Blitz someone for the first time. Katie, you can do it. Okay, so here's the cool thing. In the Action Academy, part of our goal is to hold each other accountable and cheer each other around the way. So I'm going to add a picture that will just say, you know, success moments or something like that means you did something awesome. And it's going to be about the action steps that you take. So when you blitz, Katie, I'm going to be waiting in the comment section of that thread, and I want you to tell us all when you blitzed and how you survived. Go live about the products. Awesome. Adding value. Being bold. Yes. Absolutely. Alicia's right. You know, it's one thing to say, you kind of sort of could maybe be my customer. Or you can say, hey, do you want to make money with me? Hey, I want you to be on my team. Are you ready yet? First open house. Awesome. Referrals through sharing posts. Awesome. Great ideas. So now that you have decided how many people you are going to sign up, you've set your goal, you believe that you're going to do it because you've decided. It doesn't take much, like you've decided. And then you are going to try something new in order to make it happen. I can tell you guys, the sky is the limit. The Action Academy is a strategy to help you with accountability and with ideas. Corporate also has several of them, including I'm going to share my screen again, because if you can see my calendar here, the 9th, which is this Saturday, is actually Global Blitz Day. So if you're looking to schedule a team event, Global Blitz Day is on Saturday, and we are coming up with a scavenger hunt or a bingo or something fun that we can do together as a team to get our cards out in the marketplace. And then the 16th is Global Wrap Day. So I know here in Grand Rapids, we are planning a party for the 16th, a team party. You can do something with your team. You can do just one at your house. Of course, the more distributors there that bring guests, the better, because then there's just energy that happens when there's a couple of distributors in the room. We certainly have our virtual parties every week, and I know some teams are doing some smaller stuff too. So put those on your calendar, and let's be intentional with getting the wrap on people this month, getting our Blitz cards out into the marketplace, and then doing something we've never done so that we can have something that we have never had. Do you guys have any questions before we go ahead and get to work?
Hey, Denise, I forgot one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, another thing that's worked for me is if you print out your Ruby. I printed out tons of these. There's probably a way to do this digitally, but I'm not sure how. Write down the name of your prospect in this, like where it says you, like write their name there, and then write names of other prospects in these boxes. And then take a picture of that, send it to the person on the top, and say like, hey Denise, I'm working on building a Ruby over the next 5 days, and I feel like you would be so good to be on the top of that team. What do you think? That also works pretty well to get people interested, because then they're like, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can tell them, I have these other girls I've been talking to about joining the team. If they end up signing up through this promotion, we can put them under you to help get you to Ruby. So that could work as well. It does work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, couple good questions. So, Barbara, what would you say are some of your best booking tips? How to do book parties and get them on the calendar?
I just ask and follow up. I ask and follow up. When's a good day? And then I have a little video that I send to my people telling them what to do for their party. And it basically just says like, okay, go ahead and invite your friends. And then the morning of the party, send everyone a message that says, hey, I'm having this event tonight. I just wanted to make sure that you saw it and it doesn't get lost in notifications. And, they can do that through the messenger on your events. I'll show you what that looks like. And then during the party, the hostess wants to tag people, like, comments, and do all of that kind of stuff. All right, so when you're in an event, so like I'm in this, Tuesday, team training.
Are you talking about a virtual party or a real party?
Virtual.
Okay. Just make
but you can do this for whatever event, and then you see where it says message friends at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on that, then go to message separately, and then that's where you can write your message and then pick what friends you're sending that to. So you get people that say like, yeah, I'll do you that favor. You want them to, if they're going to host a party for you, you want them to have their friends there, and you want their friends engaged and participating. So that's a tip to get them to contact their friends easily, and then that's going to raise the attendance level at the parties to have your friends there, and then they can send a follow-up message for you as well. But I'm seriously just like ask, follow up, and just do it. Like once you actually select a date and commit to it, and this is even for an in-person party. We just did this with some of the girls here in Vegas. We were like throwing these dates around, and couldn't do this. One of us is out of town, whatever, and we were just like, whatever. We're just going to do it on this date, and we did it, and it turned out to be a great party, for Camille. So I think asking, giving people, a couple options. Are you available Tuesday or Thursday? Or in this case, since it's this week, are you available, Thursday or Friday or whatever? And just do it. Just make the commitment, get it done. And even if nothing comes from it, you're going to get experience. You're going to grow your network. A lot of you guys have been planting seeds. You've been planting seeds for months. You're going to go to your messenger.com and be like, oh my God, I have 300 people that I can follow up with. Well, it's harvest time for that now. Some of you haven't done that. So you might go through this process and you're planting seeds for the next time that something happens. You might get lucky and somebody might be like, yeah, I want to do it. But when these promotions happen, this is all about the work you do 6, 9 months, a year plus. So, keep that in mind when you're going through this process, getting those relationships built, planting those seeds, talking to people, sharing your story, connecting with people, making it about them. That's what's going to get you to go to parties and seal the deal and grow your team. And I think the last thing I'll say is...
Hold on, Barbara. There's background noise. Let me mute you really quick, and then I'm going to mute everyone and then mute everyone. You can unmute yourself now. Got it.
I just think the last thing is, don't feel like you have to pull anybody over the fence to do this. People are going to join if they're going to join. You know what I mean? And if they join because you are pulling them to sign up, you are not going to make $1. They are not going to make $1. And it's just, a waste. I mean, in my opinion, every now and then somebody like that will pop a little, or maybe, get a customer here and there. But usually the people that really do good in this business are the people that want it. And if they really want it, they are going to find a way. They're just looking for, a way in, a connection, a vision, a friend, somebody that's going to kind of help and support them. And that's the role that you want to play. You don't want to be the person that's trying to find ways for these people to get this done and wanting it more than they want it for themselves. I think long term, you're better off trying to find new people. That's just my opinion.
If it feels hard, then it's typically the wrong person. So you just want to keep growing your network, which means growing your friendships. That's what I love about this, you guys. We are in the business of making friends and helping our friends. That's our job, is to make new friends, help them get healthier, help them, find connection here, and then to go make more friends. So if it feels hard, it's the wrong person. And your job then is to continue to branch out, get to know people. That's where blitzing, networking groups, meetup.com, where you can find a networking group in your area, is really powerful too. But think about Team Blitz Day. If you've got some people in your area, or even if you don't, you can stay connected on the Action Academy and participate in the bingo thing that we're going to do. And we'll post that on Saturday morning. And then also think about a team party. And I can tell you guys, half of the reason why you schedule a party is to invite people, even if they can't come, because it's just another connection point. So even if they can't physically come, you can say, no worries, when are you free? When can I wrap you? Or you know what, if you get a few people together, I'll wrap you for free. Don't call it a party, call it a wrap appointment, and I'll wrap you for free. So it truly is just about getting better yourself and growing your network and being excited about what we have consistently over time. One of the messages was, or on the comments, it said something about being nervous about how to lead somebody. And a couple things I have to say about that before we close for tonight is, number one, that's why we have systems, guys. That's why we have something for you to plug into yourself so you can grow and learn along the way. You can get money while you're learning how to do this. You get paid as you learn. So use the systems at hand. Don't feel like you have to be the end-all be-all for everyone. You are not the their success is not up to you. It's up to them. So you can't make or break anybody's business. You can guide them to the systems. You can teach them what you're doing, but if they're hungry, they're going to want to continue to learn. So don't feel like you need to know everything in order to sign up distributors. And we're going to talk about how to get them started and some ideas and things that we've done on our Zoom next week. But what you want to do is introduce people to the product, get them connected into the community, into the Zooms, into the trainings, and getting to know other sidelines. And I can tell you, it's the community that's the glue when things get rough. So the more that you get to know your upline, downline, sidelines, the better. But just please know that that's why we're here. That's why we have team systems, is so you guys can come plug in and learn as you grow. So anybody have any questions? Ooh, Chelsea, she says, Misty's giving away a free lip and eye cream to the first person that hosts a party this month. Awesome. And again, they're going to earn $400 the night of their party if they do a party within the next 5 days. Well, I mean, if they sign up in the next 5 days. They can actually do the party in a week or two if they wanted to, but if they sign up in the next 5 days, they have the opportunity to have that $500 shopping spree. So use that as a catalyst as well. Cheyenne, assuming the sale. Yes, absolutely. They want what we have. And it just comes down to belief. And you know, what's really cool is I picked up this book. You guys know one of my favorites, Joel Osteen, I Declare. I read it, I Declare almost every time. And I have my favorites pinned, you know. And I probably read them all the time, and you guys already memorize them. But today, I didn't. I just opened it up. I skimmed through, and the one that I chose, which I don't believe was a coincidence, because nothing is ever a coincidence. The first sentence says, I declare I will choose faith over fear. Isn't that convenient? Absolutely. Because that's exactly what we're talking about. We're deciding and we're doing the work to get there. So for all of you that are a little bit nervous to declare your goal, or you don't quite believe that it's going to happen, today I declare that you will choose faith over fear. I will meditate on what it is positive and what is good about my situation. I will use my energy not to worry, but to believe. Fear has no part in my life. I will not dwell on negative, discouraging thoughts. My mind is set on what God says about me. I know his plan for me is success, victory, and abundance. This is my declaration. And I declare that over each and every one of you tonight. Decide how many distributors you're going to work for over the next few days, and then let's go stinking get it, because we have a lot of lives to change. So we'll be here same time, same place next week, and we're going to be talking about new distributor training. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome, awesome night. Bye.